Imagine a world where your entire life is built on a foundation of lies. The person you trust most is the one holding the hammer to shatter it all. This is the story of Eni, the powerful chairwoman of the Signer Group. A woman who climbed the corporate ladder with iron will, only to find her greatest enemy was sleeping right beside her. It all started on a rain-slicked night that changed everything. Eni's only daughter, the light of her life, was struck down in a horrific hit-and-run. The culprit wasn't just any reckless driver. He was a spoiled young heir, drunk on power and adrenaline, racing his luxury car through the city streets. As Eni stood in the sterile silence of the hospital, her heart breaking for her unconscious child, she was approached by the boy's mother. There was no apology in the woman's eyes, only cold, blinding arrogance. With a flick of her wrist, the woman tossed a black card onto the table. 2 billion. That was the price she put on Eni's silence. She wanted Eni to sign a settlement to wash away her son's crimes with a plastic card. But as Eni looked down at that card, the world seemed to tilt on its axis. She didn't see a bribe. She saw betrayal. She recognized that card. It wasn't just any black card, it was a supplementary card tied to the account of her own husband, Sam. In that shattering moment, 20 years of marriage dissolved into ash. Eni realized that Sam hadn't just been unfaithful. He had been living a double life right under her nose. He had another family, a secret mistress, and a son, the very same boy who had just left Eni's daughter fighting for her life. Every luxury that secret family enjoyed, every drop of champagne, and even the car that hit her daughter, was funded by Eni's own hard work and the Signer Group's success. The pain was a physical weight, but Eni didn't break. Instead, she turned into someone Sam wouldn't recognize. She became a predator. She didn't rush home to scream or cry. She walked back into her mansion with a mask of perfect calm, watching Sam play the role of the grieving, supportive father. It was a masterclass in hypocrisy. But Eni was the one holding the script now. She began her move in the shadows. While Sam was busy trying to pull strings to keep his secret son out of jail, Eni was systematically dismantling his world. She didn't just want a divorce. She wanted total erasure. She initiated a silent audit, rerouting assets and freezing accounts that Sam thought were his safety net. She realized that for 2 decades he had been a parasite, feeding off her empire to build a throne for his mistress. The climax of her revenge didn't happen in a courtroom, but at the Signer Group's grand anniversary gala. The room was filled with the elite investors, cameras, and socialites. Sam stood by her side, basking in the reflected glow of her power, completely unaware that he was standing on a trapdoor. When Eni took the stage, she didn't talk about quarterly profits. Instead, the giant screens behind her flickered to life, displaying bank statements, photos of Sam's secret life, and the footage of the bribe attempt with his own credit card. The silence that followed was deafening. Sam's face drained of color as his prestige evaporated. Right there, in front of the world, Eni served him with divorce papers and a notice of total asset seizure. She didn't just take his money. She took his identity. Without her name and her wealth, Sam was nothing. But Eni wasn't done. She ensured the police had every shred of evidence regarding the hit and run. Without Sam's money to buy his way out, the young master and his arrogant mother found themselves facing the full weight of the law. The secret life Sam had built was demolished, leaving his mistress and son to face the reality of the poverty they had tried so hard to escape. Today, Eni stands at the top of her empire, stronger than ever. Her daughter is recovering, a survivor just like her mother. This story reminds us that the people who think they are playing you are often just setting the stage for their own downfall. Eni didn't just survive a tragedy. She orchestrated a masterpiece of justice. She proved that when you betray a queen, you don't just lose the game, you lose everything. In the end, the game didn't just start. Eni finished it on her own terms.